And we are live. Happy Friday. It is Endodeca. I am back with my friend AttaBotty, the one and only, my musical genius friend. And we have come back to you. We're back with this song that we started just a few weeks ago. Came back to work on it again, working on it in public, doing some live singing, some live songwriting with you and with each other. So my name is Endodeca, as I mentioned, and this is back ends where we are in the back end. You're going to see the back end of the digital audio workstation where the music is made. I know a lot of times people say it's how the sausage is made, but this is how the music is made. So we're going to show you the back end, and you're going to get some hot takes because you know what? We're working live, and that means that like this is actually happening right now. And you know what? I'm probably going to sing a lot of nonsense, and you're going to be exposed to all that. So, so be ready for the hot takes, and let me introduce my friend AttaBotty.
Hey, my name's AttaBotty. I'm an audiovisual artist, but for this project, I'm going to be focusing on just music production and making some really nice EDM track, a banger, as we say. And yeah, it's coming out great. And today, since we've already laid out a lot of the track and did some cool stuff with the bass, I felt like now that we have some vocals track that we can go through a little bit of what I did, because after the last episode, just had to kind of go in there and have a sneak peek, and then I started playing around with it. But I figured it's good because now we got a little bit of a head start for this session and kind of go through the effects chain and what I was thinking at the time. Didn't put too much into it because I wanted to save it. So we'll probably be doing some mixing on the spot here. And then kind of go through what I was thinking. And then after that, go through some new stems that Endodeca sent me so that I can, find where they are placed well, and yeah, see what might also be needed after this session too. So let's get into it. Whenever you're ready, of course.
I am ready, and I am so super excited.
Awesome.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Okay, fantastic. So, would you like for me to highlight the the screen where you're working, or are you going to chat for a bit and talk?
Probably would be a good idea to go to the screen just because there's going to be like small settings. So
Okay,
let's go.
done.
Cool. All right. So let's see. Let's just do a sound check one last time before we get into it. Let me know if this is coming through.
Hmm.
Nice. All right. Cool. So kind of just doing it right from to the microphone. So not everything's going to translate through, but hopefully you'll hear some of the subtle things, because a lot of times my philosophy and a lot of audio engineers' philosophies on mixing vocals is that it's very similar to like photo editing, in that there are some effects that you could do, like to photo editing, where you're like doing monochromaticism, and you just like it's a big effect or high contrast. But a lot of times when you're doing really good professional photo edits, it's a lot of small tweaks, and then they all combine to make a much bigger effect all together. And it's kind of navigating that maze. It feels like at first, but then when you realize like how things stack, it becomes a lot more clear. And yeah, so right from the start, we can go right here to kind of go into the music with the vocals. We'll hear how it sounds, and then we'll see the effects track. So this is Endodeca. I told you you're ready. I'm on my way. Come over. I told you you're ready. I'm on my way. I'm coming over. Boots on. It's time to boogie. It's time to make a move. It's time to party. Boogie. Where are you? mix. It's very similar to cooking food, and the original ingredients that you make the food with has to, in some sense, is most cases has to be fresh. And so like with good vocals, that's like, quality vocals, it's going to be your fresh food. And vocals that are, harder to work with are going to be, food that maybe isn't there. So my point being is that that's always important. And so like right here with Endodeca's vocals is great. It's great. We can work with this in so many ways, and it and that we just build off of that good work already. And so yeah, like it's always that's just always a concept too. It's like vocal mix will never sound good without good vocals. So got to have good vocals. So with these, it's like, I have a usually my effects chain for vocals is quite large, just because I'm doing like these small tweaks that layer up. Um, and then also obviously there's sometimes where it's a bit more exaggerated the effect. Um, but it's always so much easier to make good vocals. So with this one, I just like boom, 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 layering some stuff up and going at it. But yeah, very fun. So let's just go with this line right here, just because I like it so much. But and then we can even go from here too. Okay, where are you? So the first thing I have on here is a gate, and that just kind of like cuts out any kind of uh, sound that is, just like left over in the background, and just like cuts it out, because especially when I go to the next stage, we want to make sure that there are certain sounds like, that we don't want to amplify, because this one right here is called OTT. And OTT is a super cool program because it's not just a compressor as we normally know it. Compressor, right? It is what it sounds like. It's like compressing the transients and smushing them down to make a more consistent waveform, which is what we want, without obviously losing punch and clarity. But with OTT, it does both, where it's compressing the transients down, but it's getting the low transients and it's pushing them up. So it's an upwards compression and a downwards compression. So it's like they meet both ways, and it's kind of like a lot of people call it MSG, like the MSG of EDM, excuse me. And where it's like, too much is definitely not a good idea. But with good taste, it like can make a lot of things come out and sound really nice. There's a lot of mixed feelings about it, but I like to use it in my local vocal mixes. So in this one, especially when I'm just trying to be quick to get like the vocals to pop real quickly, just throw this on here. As you can see here, I was a bit aggressive with the OPT, putting it at like almost 50%. Definitely going back to it, I'll probably lower that down, but just to get the vocals to pop out more so I can hear what to do next, it's a real quick trick. But yeah, so that's OTT there. We should probably just mute these so you can see the effect. So this is the gate. It's time to party. Boogie, where are you? So then you hear how that the gate's triggered. Then the OTT, like I said, pulls everything out. Boogie, where are you? And right there, that's like, it's just like, see why it's like a quick trick to kind of pull out the vocals to easily start working, especially like with the EQ. So here I have this going. Boogie, where are you? And I have your thumbs, my. And then here is a cool new trick where this is the EQ if you want to look at it real quick. A bit aggressive, but kind of to tone down some of what was going on in OTT. And then here is a cool trick. And like I said, we're going to be dialing this in. I just went and put this together really quick. This is a key. Boogie. uh, controller. So basically, it's getting the loud points of the vocals. Okay. You see this line right here? It's turning that into actual control. So like just like automation, and then now I can link that to different effects. Um, Preferably, it's usually like in the delay and in the reverb. So if you go here, if you look at the input of the delay. Okay, where are you? And then we pull up the vocals too, so that controller. So you can see as the vocals are getting louder, it pushes the volume down and over on this side. And what that's doing is it's actually making the wet input of the delay, coincide with that control to go down. So that way, when the vocal is initially coming out, you are hearing that at its most clearest point. And then as the voice gets more quiet or it's a space for it to breathe, the effect comes in. It comes back in. And so it gives you a sense where you're not like messing up the voice, because sometimes like when you put reverb it sounds really nice, but there's like too much reverb, especially at the very beginning of the phrase, can get in the way of the clarity of the voice. So you add this to have it kind of duck out of the way, and then it will yeah, it'll kind of give the sweet spots of each point, and then like I said, when the vocals kind of get out of the way, the effects come back on. So if you look here, okay, where are you? Your form's my. Let me take off the reverb. Okay, where are you? Your form's my forms. So you see here, like just for that, like split second, your voice comes in, but everything else, like the effect is not in full swing. Yeah, so that's just like a really neat thing. I usually used to do that further in the process, but yeah, I've been getting quicker at it and have this new technique. I've just been applying it to everything. Um, but yeah,
Nuance. Incredible.
yeah, no, that it's I have a lot of fun because now you can do this with anything. You can put it on an EQ, the input of a delay, even just the gain, and just automate anything now with those transients. Um,
That is so phenomenal. And it allows you to have such an intimate control over the sound. And control is not even the word I want to use, to be honest with you. I want to say it allows you to so intimately touch
yeah, right.
all the surfaces of a sound, all touch all the surfaces of a sound, not only the volume, not only the vibrato, you know what I mean? Like really
Right.
touch it. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's like allows you to use the performance as a control. That part there is like, wow.
Right. Yeah. No. And it's really cool because you can dial it in, especially like for reverb. It's super fun. You can use it to create a very specialized pre-delay and really tone it in to it's really fun. That one control is one of my favorites. Um, but yeah, so then we go, and that's a peak controller. So there's like VSTs and a lot of different DAWs have it. But essentially, it's just getting the transients and then just converting that into an automation. And then you plug that into whatever you want. Yeah. Um, and so I have that also going through the reverb. It sounds like it's going through the reverb a bit more aggressively. So, okay. But it's still doing it. So if I go into the control though, what's really great is that um, I can actually make the control less, because check this out. If I just put the input from where it was, it's going to be way too strong. So, okay, where are you? Because right there, it's following the exact uh, uh, signal that's coming through here. Pull these both up so you can see it. Because this line's like at 80%, if you can tell right there, and or 78%. Close. Well, we'll round it. But if you look here, it's following that exact percentage. Okay, where are you? That's just way too strong. So what we do is when we go to the controller, I just divided it by 8, the input, and accept that now. Okay, where are you? So now it's giving us that same control, but it's 1/8 of the power. Okay. Or 1/8 of the number system that it used to be, so it's much lower. Okay, where are you? But there's other ways you can know, like I was playing with this, where you can multiply it by 2, but that might divide by -2. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, we'll just keep it to divided by 8 by now. Plus, you can also get another controller and hone it in another way, because like this decay and tension, all that stuff can affect the way it processes the transients. Because sometimes the transients can be like really, really fast, but say for instance you don't want all that fast information, you just want it to have like a nice glide, a smooth control, then you would affect the tension and decay. So yeah. Okay, where are you? So I'll leave that there for now. So yeah, let's put, and so then now I have a choral that's on here, which is just a chorus, very light. Okay, where are you? So without it. Okay, where are you? With it. Okay, where are very you? It's not a big one. Then I put OCT to bring it out again. Okay. And then also now I have the CLA, the Chris Lord out. Can't ever pronounce his name right, but it's the Chris Lord one, the CLA vocals. Anyways, yeah. So you put up the. I just have it with the expander going on. Excuse me, not that, the spreader, the stereo separation right here. I love the 3 different settings they have, but I just had it on wide. So again, another way to put on quick stereo width, especially because I'm just using one file. And okay, where are you? And then now let me turn it down just a little bit. I think I just turned it up. Okay, where are you? Just adding a bit more stereo, and then the delay again, and the okay, where, and the reverb. Okay, where are you? And now we get a lot of that room and the space of the reverb, but we're
So nice.
getting out of the way of the vocals so they can stay clear when you want to hear them the most. And then now we get into the sound. We go. Ooh. Oh, you're on track. Ooh, no. There it is. Just as a rundown, now we can go into the other vocals and put those same effects on these, and see how things place. And then also, if there's if there's enough vocals that we have to work with here, we can start working on the processing for like ad libs and backup vocals that will usually be a lot of times used to bring a lot more stereo, separation, and width to the track.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
You know what I think?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hey, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. These things they recharge. So
yeah.
I have another one that's charged, but I can tell you, I was going to say, I think we need an AttaBotty live react cam. So like the very first time you hear a vocal, we can get your live reaction, like
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it.
Cool, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, hold nothing back. Go ahead and throw your tomatoes. I'm ready. I'll make sauce.
Hey, let's do it. Alrighty, so, okay, so with these ones, oh, perfect. You labeled them so well. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. So I'll tell you something funny. So
Huh?
I said I'll tell you something hilarious. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm. So the funny part is, so I made a video of myself packaging all this for you, and as soon about 5 minutes into me starting the video, my neighbor started up his leaf blower, so I had to mute all the funny comments that I was making as I was labeling it. I kept the stream going because you could still hear what I was labeling. You just couldn't hear my silly comments where I was like, all right, whatever. But the funniest part to me was my labeling system is very complex. I had to go to a special school to learn this, but basically, whatever's the first line I say, that's what I called it.
Nice.
So actually, my neighbor and his leaf blower saved everyone hearing a bunch of smart aleck remarks. Just basically me cracking myself up, going, "Guess what I'm going to call this one?"
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Check that. Endodeca rap. Right in. Gonna come off the top. Oh, I gotta get my dog. He keeps scratching at the door. Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna lay down some breaths. Yes, come lay down some breaths.
There's cash money.
Yeah, I said your dog is coming to lay down some breaths.
Right. Right. Hey, he would be so for it.
Yeah.
Any kind of attention for him. Alrighty. Let's see. Get that. Okay, cool. So it looks like we got these ones with the longest ones. And nice. Look, these different takes, and they're very consistent, very helpful, because now we can stack them in different ways too. And that's where a lot of fun. That's where I get a lot of stereo waves. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, and then we have this yo-yo check. Let's put this one here. Which one would you say to listen to first? I can zoom in a little bit so you can see.
Probably. I mean, I would say. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe the one that looks the most interesting to you in terms of the words that I say, because basically it's like there are different ad libs and stuff like that. So if you see like, oh, I like that, where are you, or Endodeca rap, or because I guess with Endodeca rap at least maybe you could decide where you want that part to come in.
Absolutely. No, that for sure.
Because I think on one of those takes, I came in strong and then I kind of fizzled out because I hadn't finished writing the rap.
Yeah, perfect. Coming strong. That strong part is probably like that might be the hit.
Yeah, I mean, I came in strong, but then it's so funny. So it's like I realize this about myself, when it's really with rap music, like with singing, it's not as much, but I still do this, is I'm very much a look ahead in my mind when it comes to lyrics, especially when it comes to rap. When I'm trying to say something exactly the same every time, I'm reading it in my mind, and I'm reading it, a few bars ahead. I'm like accessing some fucking archives, in my mind. And so I'm a read ahead type of girl. Like some people, they flow straight from the moment. They're the fucking spring in the moment. I'm not that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can do that, right? I can do that, but typically when I do that, it's with singing. But when it comes to performing something that I've already written, where I've put some thought into it, so it's so funny. So I realized like I wasn't even able to make it all the way to the end of the part I had written because my read ahead was already blank.
Yeah.
There's something to be said. There's something to be said about confidence. And what's interesting
Mhm.
is that even though that's about music, even though that's about songwriting and performance, I know that when something is true, it's true all the time. And so that means that it's also just as beneficial in the same way that I started off so confidently because I knew my next few lines. I feel like there's a longer lesson there. And maybe it's something like, as long as we know the next few lines, maybe we can just keep going forward.
Right. Oh yeah, like for me, when I do like even like narration,
Uh-huh.
I have to break it up. Even sometimes sentences that are too much, it's just like I just when you break up this part and then this part, and then because I like do the post processing, you can't really tell. But it's
Mm.
just like it's so much easier, and that happened to me because I would try to get it all like in one like full paragraph or something like that, and I was just like messing up so much. I was like, okay, what if I just like did this bit? Because I noticed I would start off, I would just get it really good there, or the middle part, I would get it right on, and then I start, blah, 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 blah.
That's what yeah, that's, you'll see, we're all going to hear together. That's exactly what I then did too.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, and it's almost like when I realized I did so good is when I started, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love
Yeah,
this though. But
it's
it's helpful to know these things because it helps us to stack the areas that are strong, you
yeah,
know.
right, right,
So
yeah,
like I know that, my Achilles heel, I can't go out with some half-baked shit. I have to know
right.
exactly what I'm going to say, It's okay. I know that about myself, so I can succeed.
It's fun sometimes too, is where like I will have a hard time saying it together, but then I'll do that thing where I say one thing, I say the middle, and then I say the end, and then I string it all together, and I see how like natural it sounds to me, and then I'm able to say it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
especially like because then I have something to speak along with too, so it's like super.
Absolutely. See,
Yeah.
one of the tracks there is called Shifting Terms of Service
Hmm.
because there's this line where I say shifting terms of service happening after the fact.
Mm.
But it was one of those, it's like I said it perfectly, the first time I
Yeah.
say it perfectly when I wrote it, but then for some reason that was the stumbleina.
Yeah.
So there's a take where I just repeating that line over and over again. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to send
Perfect.
it to AttaBotty. Maybe he'll use it for something.
Yeah, there you go. Excellent. Yeah, no, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's great. Um, it's fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I put the effects from earlier on this one. The first draft of the effects, I'm gonna dial those in big time so that we get it. I want it to feel right. But it sounded pretty good, even with just that. So let's see here. Take me back, take me back, take me, take me, take me, take me, take me back. I don't just say I rap, I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used was using me. They put the music on the map with a chokehold on your IP. You can have better than that. Shit that does service happens after the fact. Better to own what we create.
Yeah, I could. There's one that. So I know that when the one that I think I sent you very first one, the one that I didn't label properly, that's all alone in the Telegram. I think it's called like Take Four or something like that. It's like the very first one. I think that's the one that had the rap that was the strongest that you liked.
Cool.
It's
Nice.
possible. Because there was a couple of other takes I did that were like kind of passable, but there was that one that was like murder.
Mm.
And I think the murder one is I think the murder is take four, which I think is the very first one I sent you in Telegram. And and that was like that was the first time that I did it where we were still figuring out how far I needed to stand back from the microphone.
Okay.
So, murder.
All right, perfect. Okay, I put that up so you can see it. Perfect. And let's see how this beginning part sounds. This looks pretty nice. I don't used to being in the cupboard. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. You can have better than that. Shit in terms of service happening after the fact. Better to own what we create than try to buy it back. To own what we create than try to buy it back. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Yeah, I think that's the one that was, yeah.
You said this one was what?
I think that's the one that was murder.
Murder. Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Murder.
This great part right here is awesome. I mean, I like this beginning bits you have here. It's so funny, like having someone look at me. Like, not you, like the world, you know? I like that. Oh, I like that. Let me see here at the beginning. This is, I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone looking at me. Like, not you, like the world, you know? Used to be in the cupboard. Take me back. Yo, that's sick.
It's so fun hearing your perspective of how you see the story coming together. This is such a treat for me to get to watch you work.
Hell yeah, that's
Woo!
and that's also like one of the things where it's like I will when I'm working with people, I'll just leave the microphone on. Just we'll be talking, and then like if it gets spicy, I'll be like, okay, turn this off. It's like I'm usually like I'm very purposeful about it. I'll turn it on. People are just like usually I'm just looking for air noise, or somebody saying something stupid funny. Oh, that's good shit, So I just turn it up, and then I'll get some nice background noise. It really helps the beginning of the story, the end part. You never know when you're gonna say something, and you could always put it in the music too.
Yes.
My chair's starting to lose its. I gotta get a new part for it. The compression.
The compression, that is so ironic.
Gosh, I hate it. But, yeah, no. So this is dope. I love it. Let me turn this up.
I'm so happy that you're enjoying this. You know what I feel like, Anna? I feel like you invited me to come over to your place, you and Denise's place, and I said, okay, and I'm going to bring you some vegetables from my garden, and I came and I brought, and you love the veggies.
I mean, absolutely. What they sell at the supermarket?
This came from my garden, yo.
Hey. All right, so let me just do this real quick because I want to like highlight this part and get this nice cut. So what I'm doing here is like a manual thing, and there's programs for it to like a vocal writer. I kind of just I like doing it by hand. I feel like.
Did you say vocal writer as in waves? My if I could marry a software, my boyfriend Waves, huh? Vocal writer. Whew. I heard you say CLA earlier, and I was like, oh, woof. Oh, those are some sexy plugins there.
Yeah, the CLA, Waves has a bunch of good ones. I know some people feel different ways.
I don't know those people.
Right? Yeah. But it used to. It's probably an older thing, but yeah, they definitely. Yeah, they're great. But here, so anyways, I'm doing basically what Vocal Writer does, but having a lot of pinpoint control with it. And as you notice, I didn't just slice it anywhere. It's you definitely have to be tender with the transients, so you don't get no hair clipping sounds. But I can always tone those down by doing this dude right here. See that? Just crossfades again. But usually my slices are, they don't make the click sound.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know? Used to being in a cupboard. Take me back. So let me turn this down now as a whole. Let's get a poll. Like what I want to do here is just get the poll kind of consistent. So that was pretty loud. Because I have it leveled for before. So now everything's very consistent. And you see how I did that? I had brought it all the way up to basically like a lot of times. Not all the way maximum, but just trying to get the peaks as consistent as possible, like quickly. And then now we can like tone it in and then see that part right here. This is quite a bit quieter, go like that. And now we can kind of pick and choose what we want to highlight, how we want to highlight it. We want to put the effects on it just yet. We want to put an effect on it, makes it sound like it's an old recording, you know, like something that is like a memory type of thing. Okay, well, you know what? I love the idea that you're talking about that, because that's like really storytelling. I think that's like super important. The first moment of the song, because like, yeah. Hey, let's go! Awesome. Yeah, and that's honestly like how I heard them. Like, oh my gosh, because then I don't know, it's just like a nice thing to hear. You know, like thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I just want to give a shout out to our friend Bit Savage, and I want to give a shout out to our friends Berhanu, and I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, fellas, for the birthday wishes. It means a lot. Live stream. Yeah, thanks, guys. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know? Used to being in a cupboard. Okay, so I'm gonna save the rap section for when the beat kind of gets its second to move in, and then we're gonna save it, so we have more emphasis on when your vocals come in. Ooh, that's right. Make me work for it, Daddy. And then what we could do is on your last words, we can have it like linger on with like reverb and delay. Used to being in a cupboard. Right here. AttaBotty bringing those vibes. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like. Okay, let me see here, just so you can get the effect. Okay, may I say something? Okay, so this is where I'm about to get raw, everyone. I'm about to get raw. I'm about to like rip open my shirt and tear open my skin and let you look inside. Yeah, I'm about to go there. I'm about to pull up my dress and show you my panties. Watch. Okay, these are the conversations I usually have by myself, not even with another person, but this is, here it is. So if I was editing this alone, I'm going to tell you right now, even though I was being genuine, because I remember when I said that line, I was actually talking to you, Atta. And so I know that my laugh was genuine, but I also have a very goofy laugh. And if I was editing this, I would edit out the laugh because it sounds like the laugh of a person I don't like. Even though I'm not trying to be hard on myself, but the truth is that the moment is not strengthened by the laugh. And so I would like to ask you, if you don't mind, would you mind trying it without the laugh and see if you still like it? Oh yeah, no. Okay, please. Yeah. Okay, I'd love that. I'd love for us to do whenever you're ready. But that's my one thing that's standing out to me as we're listening to it again and again is I want to have more fans at the end of this song, not less. I see. It's like you won't feel good, about that. You're like, yeah. So I'm feeling the, feeling the vibe, yeah. So, yeah. So. But I think if you review your life of knowing me, that's my most insincere laugh I've ever laughed. Of all my laughs I've ever laughed. You know what I mean? Like I've laughed some great laughs. That wasn't one of them. You gotta be real, you know what I'm saying?
Let's see here. Okay, so now put I don't feel that way. I thought it was a good laugh.
It's okay if you think it was. However, the other thing I said, it remains, which is this: the moment is not strengthened by the laugh.
You got it. Okay.
So that's my opinion, but I leave it, I put it up for us both to listen to it both ways and let's see what you feel. But I feel like the moment that you're building, because I felt the moment that you're building, and I felt like the laugh distracted from the moment or something.
No, absolutely. Let's give it a try out here.
Thank you. The world.
Back,
The world, you know?
big enough for you to see. Oh my gosh, they have new controls. Update. All right, there you go. That's it.
The world.
All right.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me. Like,
is that the one right here?
Yeah, that's the one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no judgment, no shade, but you know what I mean, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, of course.
One of my mentors said something I'll never forget, so let me tell all of you right now. Okay. He says, I'll tell you who it was too. It's one of my mentors, one of my author mentors, okay? But there's this really great audiobook. And what's special about this audiobook is that this book only exists as an audiobook. It doesn't exist as like a paper book. But I believe that if I'm remembering correctly, the book is Think Like Da Vinci by Michael Gelb. I think it's this book. And I'll never forget because I hear it in his voice and he says, never trust a person who laughs through their nose. You know what I mean? And that was a bit of a nose laugh, you know?
I gotta be careful.
But when you think, but he went on to say, like, when you think about like your deep laughs, your belly laugh, ho, 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 you associate like a deep laugh with like realness and everything. But you associate the nose laugh, that's a villain laugh.
Let's hear it without the laugh.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, used to being in a cupboard. Now, what do you think of it with the laugh? Do you like it with or without? I want your genuine.
Okay.
I'm open. It was just my own preference, but I'm open to your feeling.
Let's hear it one more time.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, used to being in a cupboard.
I kind of like it.
You like it? Okay, if you like it, fine. But if some bitch pushes me in the face and she's like, "I hated that," boom, you laugh. I hate you. I'm gonna show you my black eye. This is your fault, AttaBotty.
Yeah, no. If anything, so when I hear it, I hear more of almost like someone who's like almost like a little tenderness of like you've been saying. It's like I don't usually have somebody who's looking at me and it's like kind of like just like nice, and you feel that, but you also feel like that courage, and it's like it's a vibe,
Okay, all right. If you feel like it's endearing, then we'll leave it in.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's
no. If you feel like it's endearing, okay.
And all done. So, but yeah, no. Let's hear from the beginning, and then let's hear because they have to.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, used to being in a cupboard.
That's really cool. I like that.
Okay, if you like it, it stays in.
It sounds very poetic,
Okay, all right, cool. That was good.
Yeah. So,
I feel like this is like the Tevin Campbell rap scenario.
Okay.
I heard this story that uh, there was a verse that Tevin Campbell didn't want to rap, and Prince said, "You need to do this rap verse," and Tevin Campbell's like, "Nah." And Prince was like, "We are gonna play basketball, and if I win, you're gonna do the rap." Well, the rap is in the song, so
Yeah.
you just won the layup out of body.
Hell yeah. So okay, all right. So now what I'm hearing in my head with this too is almost like somebody's like talking to you on the phone, because
Yeah.
it's like it gives it, I don't know, an extra sense of like where people are asking themselves what's going on. You know, they're thinking, is it who's she talking to? They're obviously good friends, and then she's saying this, so she's like, who's not to say like maybe you're in the green room somewhere, right, getting ready to go on stage, and you're like, saying this, so that's like I start thinking creatively, and it's almost like it's you leave it open ended, you know. So then, so that maybe the lyrics that you come up and the rap can kind of finish the the whole thing. I don't know.
I hear you. I see. I, I'm seeing a FaceTime conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm hearing a Radio Land sound on the voice because we're on the phone, but it's a
Mm,
video call, and I'm not used to you seeing me
yeah.
or something,
There you go.
right?
Yeah.
And when I say take me back, it's because I didn't holler it out because I didn't want to make it too close to one place, but
Mm.
I was really singing in my mind, Miami, take me back.
Ah, cool. Let's go.
So I'll always put the city wherever we're at.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Put in just a classic thing. Okay, so
Basil, take me back.
bada bang. All right, so well, here's the thing too. Here's a cool thing. So if you listen here, we have a bit of air. I want to keep that in there because it gives
Mm,
aliveness. So
yeah.
I'm not going to. We're not going to do a gate. So that way we keep
It's
those
alive.
sound. Yeah.
I love these choices that you make.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I remember the very first time, everyone, that I heard AttaBody's music. It was Polar Reflections. That
Yeah.
was the very first thing, or was my first music, art, anything seeing of you.
Mhm. Ah,
And the thing yeah, I cried. So I stood right there at tailgating, and I cried right there in the street, and and my snot running down my nose. I didn't care. I didn't care. And I said, "This guy's a master."
oh, thank you.
You are, yes, and this is what it is. It's because you bring presence. You bring this presence. You
Oh,
like literally bring the atmosphere to the listener. It's phenomenal what you do.
ah, thank you. I
Yeah, you're
appreciate
welcome.
that. Yeah, no, I'm like you said, I'm always thinking about the storytelling and stuff like that, and it's like very fun, to have those details embellish the experience. So,
Yes.
right. So, like with this, it really does call for a bit of air, a little bit of, ambience down. So, I'm going to put the OTT straight on there, just pull this right out. That's actually going to help us too, because, I mean, anyways, when you put a sound through like a live stream or a lot of times on the phone, it's being put through a lot of compression. So you're gonna get more of like a deeper, clear sound. Also, it's a lot easier for a lot of times to send that information, right?
I
Um,
love the way it sounds too. It sounds so cozy, so intimate, and
right, yeah,
romantic is almost the word that I want to use, but I think intimacy is probably what I'm reaching
right,
for.
right, exactly. And so, like here, I have two different things at my toolbox. I can either put an EQ, which is is very valid. Which even there's a preset. A lot of them have the old telephone right there. So
Oh, it's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world,
so there's that one. Uh,
Yeah.
but I have more of a more personal favorite compared to that. I could dial it down.
Oh, so wait, I think what you're about to play us, that was like a local call. Now we're gonna go for the international call. Is that?
Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna put this vinyl. symbol,
Ooh,
which is from ozone. Um,
I
and
love ozone.
right, yeah. So here we can go all the way back to a 1930s record player, 1950 all the way up to 2000.
Oh
So
my
I'm feeling
gosh.
like a
The
1960s.
nerdery is so like hot right now. I'm like, oh, the dial in is so sick. What hot nerd wizardry is this? Who did this?
Right? And then now we can add like a lo-fi effect to it, and we can put that or pull it up so we hear more dust. All of this to add more to that ambient like noise sound. So we can go over here at the beginning now and just
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
maybe go down.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know, used to being in a cupboard.
So it's like very similar to what the other one was doing, but it's doing it through a bunch of other effects too. It's like yeah, it's like you can get pure salt and put it in the soup, or you can get maybe one of them things that have like a bit of spices in it, and you get salt in there, but it's got a couple other things too to give it some flavor.
Absolutely. You know, when I was listening, I was wondering, are you hearing two different effects, like a conversation, like,
Uh,
uh,
like two different effects happening like one after the other.
yeah, like, you know, if I was talking to myself,
Oh, like okay, I see what you're saying. Like
if
have
you use
like
one,
a sound design to make a conversation happen.
yeah, so like if you had one effect on the one voice,
Uh,
and then if you decided, I mean, and you know, this is part of your storytelling, right?
mhm.
You would have to decide who is saying what
Oh shoot, why not?
with your effect. Yeah.
Right? Let's see. Okay, so we'll have one on this, and then we'll have maybe we can manipulate your voice too to give it a slight different characteristic.
Oh.
Here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, so here it's like
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
yeah, it's okay. I can scroll to here. This one sounds like it's from further away, and then right here it sounds like it's much more up close. And not much we could do about it because that's literally you can tell that's what happened. And the vocal recording, you're probably right here, like looking at me, and then you went like this, and then the mic was right there.
Yep, I totally, yep, yeah.
Yeah, and so if we do this, it's always going to have that sound, but maybe
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
yeah, that helps a little bit.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
And then let's see, let me dial in at least one of the effects before I start building the other one.
Oh,
Let's do this one. Yeah, let's see. And then maybe we can add a little bit more warp. Let's just try to get a lot of times when I do these things, I try to get
yes,
the most maximum sound and then I
yes.
dial it down.
Love that.
And it works the other ways too. And it just depends on what process I'm in. But in this one, I'd like to hear it very well and then like pull it to taste.
I love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know, used to being in a cupboard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know, used to being in a cupboard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me. Ooh, let's go! Let's fucking go! Having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know, used to being in a cupboard. I fucking love that moment. Having someone look at me. It's so funny, like having someone look.
And now let's get an EQ on here at this point. See what's going on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know.
Yeah, it's giving us more of that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, it sounds more like a phone right there.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know, used to being in a cupboard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know?
Now I'm gonna get in one of
Woo! I smell what you're cooking over there.
the.
Yeah, I love the smells. I love the smells. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me, like not you, like the world, you know? Used to being in a cover, in a cover, in a cover, in a cover, in a cover.
Yeah, that's simple, easy peasy. I'll just automate that. We don't want that. We want to so here, we'll get this guy to work here, and then so we'll just have him come in at the end, like that. And then we can put it into cases like that.
Used to being in a cover, 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 in a cover. Used to being in a cover, in a cover, in a cover, in a cover.
Alright, and then what we can also do, because this might be because it's being repeated over and over again, we can actually have it react to the side chain.
Okay, hold on one second though, AttaBotty.
Mhm.
I want to pull on your coattail now.
Mhm.
You did something earlier that I want you to put in the song.
Okay.
Okay, now I thought you were doing it because you were putting it in the song, but I see now it was just one of those cool ass shit that you just did and you forgot,
Oh, okay.
maybe. But look, it should sound like that thing at the beginning. I'm gonna just paraphrase, okay? But at the beginning where I say like, see, I'm just not used to people look at me. Like you made it go slow. Yeah, do that, please. Make it drag it down where I go. I'm not used to people looking at me. Like slow it down, grab it and grab. Will you do that? That killed it. You smurfed it on that.
You got it.
Yeah, you smurfed that. That was like, that's all you. I was like, ah! That's why I started screaming. That's why I was like, ah!
That's why we have the experimentation camp. So let's hear.
Not you, like the world. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about?
All right, should we do it? Should we make it slow down the effect at this last point right here?
Used to being in a cover, in a cover, in a cover. No, it was.
Or do you like it more?
It was the thing that was so cool about it is because it was the words at me that it was like, I'm not used to people seeing look at me. It was like,
okay.
It was like you were emphasizing the moment. It was like you were emphasizing the story. I don't know. It was so cool.
This spot.
Someone look at me.
There we go. Boom. And then what we'll do is just move these guys for now. These guys.
Someone look at me.
And then what we could do now also is put this time. Browse parameters and then just split down.
So you didn't do that on purpose? When
it
happened?
I did. I was just seeing how it would sound, and just like I said, experimenting.
Okay. I'm like, it was so sick. I was like, you gotta put that in there.
Okay, we'll do it. Okay, so I'm gonna automate it right there to come in. Where is it? Where'd you go?
You're so dope. It's possible that you could have done it and just not even realized.
Yeah, well then I couldn't recreate it, so I
gotta. I've done stuff before where I did something unintentionally and it turned out cool. And I go, wait a minute, how did I just do that?
This story of my life. Oh my goodness. I once put together this program. It's like because you can make sandbox programs inside of FL, and I called it the Kraken, and it was like meant to make these really beefy bass sounds. And I look at even how to put it together and make it work. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness! And I was midway through putting together the user manual, and I'm like, oh, it stops here. Oh my gosh, I built this I'm like, I'm just looking at all these wires and stuff. I'm like, my goodness. Oh yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, no, I totally feel you. Yeah.
I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you knew this time.
Hell yeah.
Having someone look at me.
Oh.
We can have it come in a little earlier if we want.
Having someone look at me.
Yo, isn't it giving you dance vibes? Just like that moment right there. It just you just took me to the club. Now I went from like waiting outside the club to being inside the underground club. I already got the drink and everything.
Perfect. Okay, so then, since we like that, I have another method for this that's a bit better than besides using that one. So we're
Oh
going
my god.
to delete this guy. Delete you. We're gonna go over here and then over to the. I got a better idea. Okay, so we're gonna grab this and move him. Let's make another thing so we don't lose it completely. And we're going to lock it right here for now. And then there's a cool trick in FL where you can, before we do that, let's combine this right here. Just going to consolidate this real quick. Because I had an idea.
Take your time, I feel like it's important for everyone to see good music hygiene.
Yeah.
It's really a thing, a lot of times I did it last time when I was on the live stream too. I'm gonna stop doing that, y'all. But I used incredibly poor music hygiene last time, making the layers and not labeling them. And I know good and goddamn well that when I work by myself, I label things immediately.
Right.
So that's good that you're not allowing our presence to drag you into the mud.
So, well, basically now because I re-leveled it, I kind of glued it all together by exporting it, consolidating it all together, or freezing it, depending on the program. And now, instead of doing it like that with that the vinyl emulator, what we're gonna do is if I stretch or have this different modes of stretching your vocals. So if I go to this mode, I can make you like really low.
Oh my god!
Right, which we don't want. Maybe except for that last point. And so, right. Cool effect that we have here called stretch, and this allows you to change the key so I can make you sound really low, but you're still the same speed. So
yes.
Right, and so that's cool.
I sound like Satan.
Right. And we can even go to the pro stretch mode.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Isn't that crazy? And what's cool here is I can change the format to make you deeper or like high pitch low.
Endodeca and drag.
It's like one of the big people.
Endodeca with a helium balloon in drag.
Right. So what we could do at this point is we can actually grab this pitch here. I'm gonna put this back where it's supposed to be, right here.
It's so funny, like
great. So now you're back to normal, and now what I can do is pull this range up and down. I'm gonna pull it up to like 12, so it's like an octave now. And so
it's so funny, like having someone look at me.
So I can go up an octave and down an octave, and I can automate that now finally. So if I create an automation clip here, and I go this way, turn this one on, lock it, and automate it. So it doesn't change up until this point, and then I have it go like that. So,
it's so funny, like having someone look at me.
oh, let's get it.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me. It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
right?
Mm.
This allows us to kind of stay in rhythm, and it also gives us a lot more control because the spin down, because that was a button on the vinyl controller. It was just one button, so when you press
Yeah.
it just activates. But this,
Yeah.
choose how long it takes because I can pull this out like this,
It's
Yeah.
so funny, like having someone look at me.
right?
Yeah, that is a message that we can continue to.
Yeah, right. So and now I can pull it down like the format or pull it up. So I'm gonna pull it down the format.
Oh,
And I think we can create automation for this. So I'm going to reset it, and then I'm going to create automation again. And then here for this one, we're going to have it go down with it. So you get, because otherwise your voice would start getting lower sounding before the pitch went down.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
ooh.
So now we can go here, this. Change.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Alrighty, and then now let's hear what the rest of the music.
It's so funny.
Here. Okay, I got some empty tracks.
That was like you ate the whole bag of gummies at the same time.
It's a lot of gummies. All right, so okay, cool. Now we have a bit more of a team setup for me to work with. Just group these together and then lock them. And now I can kind of just turn all these off together.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
So we can make it now a little bit sharper so it doesn't happen so quickly.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Yeah, I feel like that's really a moment because now it lets people know, yes, everyone, this is a dance song.
Yeah.
Get your fans out.
Let's see what we do right here. Maybe this could work. Let's just try it out. We're experimenting now.
I love this. I might need some glitter in just a minute here. I'm like 5 minutes away from glitter.
That's a good sign.
Oh my gosh, yes. 4.5.
Okay. What did I do here? 4 here.
Someone look at me.
Let me just save this. Something's acting funny. Oh. Okay, so you're definitely on. All right. So let me. Just lock all of them for now. We'll just scoop them up as we go. Remember, there's a Q command to do this all at once. I just forgot it. Boo.
Oh, I think we talked about this last time. Are you talking about macros? Like, you mean like one that you created or one that's like part of the program?
Yeah, part of the program. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you can lock them all at the same time. I forget. Something shifts something.
Yeah, it's tough when things change.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, let's make it a little bit quicker. Right here.
Someone look at me.
And then right there, I hear a little psst. So we'll have to just go into the EQ now and just like pull that down if that happens.
Mm.
At me.
Oh yeah, and I don't think we have.
Ooh.
So where'd you go? Okay.
At me.
Yeah, let's link this now to the side chain. Where is it? No, not that. Those ones. Must be this one. Okay. And now we can pull that down because it's really strong effect.
At me. Having some.
Why isn't it playing? Oh no.
What?
Is anything wrong with you? Or
Having someone look at me. Having someone look at
you must have turned this down.
Having someone look at me.
Interesting. I don't know what was doing.
Take me back.
Alright, so now before we get into that, let's see how this sounds. Sorry, the kick wasn't working for a second.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you cook.
We don't want that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
And now let's take care of that sound. Filter EQ. You're gonna see it in the EQ, and then we're also gonna turn off this vinyl because it'll keep seeing. You see, that's the one problem about the vinyl emulator is that it just keeps the dust sound going forever, so you have to turn it off. Really stupid, but
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having
you'll see
someone
it right
look
here.
at me.
Right
Funny, like having someone look at me. Funny, like having someone look at me. Funny, like having someone look at me. Funny, like having someone look at me.
That's nice. Okay, so then what we're going to do is now we have it set where we want. We're going to create another automation code for that one. Put this over here. And then as these guys go down, this guy's, or, oh shoot, did that wrong. Let's go here. We're going to reset this bad boy, but we just know where he is, and all this is going to do is just pull it down. And we also set the type of bell curve it is. So now when we create an automation clip, it's going to work in conjunction with these guys to go down as well.
Funny, like having someone look at me.
So that isn't too aggressive. And I think that sounds good. That
Funny, like having someone look at me.
maybe come in a little earlier.
Funny, like having someone look at me.
Yeah, now it almost sounds like a nice little sound effect that
Oh yeah.
to do on purpose. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, no.
Just taking us right into the club.
And then it's worth mentioning that in FL we always have to turn off the HQ when we automate the equalizer, otherwise you'll get some artifacts. But the next thing that we want to do is we're going to turn off this vinyl. So we're going to do over here, and that should do it.
Funny, like
Yep, that did it. So now we're going to create an automation clip for that bad boy. And right when it gets to this point, you can just maybe like that. And then that way it's like a smooth transition away from that effect. Might be cool, interesting effect in itself.
funny, like having someone look at me.
Or we can even go like this.
Funny, like having someone look at me.
Maybe go a little bit too robotic. Isn't that cool how much effect it does to the vocals?
I love it.
Turn it off, or when you pull the mix away from it, it like does this really interesting like thing.
Funny, like having someone look at me.
I like that. Right there, it's like where the effects are all kicking in together.
Yes.
Funny, like having someone look at me.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, so that's like kind of like the process of how I do vocals and also storytell with sound design. Yeah, it's super fun too, and that's where it's like, yeah, you can talk with sound. You can talk with sound. As funny as that sounds.
Absolutely, because there are layers to it. It's like if I say I missed you, and I've got the telephone effect on my voice, it hits totally different than,
Right.
you know what I mean? If it's like the fucking sound, I'm alone in a cathedral.
Like, true. Oh, you poor thing. And so
You're supposed to read between the lines that good. Don't stop reading between the lines so good, AttaBotty.
I'm bringing up our old friend here, the telephone EQ. But what I did is I have this mix turned really down, so we're just getting a little bit of it, but we're not going to get a lot of it. So let's see how that sounds.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Well, let's do that. Yes.
That's dope. I love how you've dialed in the intimacy, but we're not quite on a transatlantic call.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We're about to party.
It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Yeah. Alright, so now we got 4 bars for us to get used to that kick. We need something new, which is a great time to add some vocals. So let's pull in what we were listening to before. Yeah, let's grab this guy. Or this lady.
Don't mind me while I get shy. I already told everyone, don't forget, I've already given you the disclaimer. You're probably going to hear some nonsense.
Oh, yeah, no, of course, right? I mean, like,
be here for the nonsense.
To do this, and like this is building live, man. It's tough, and there's a lot of cool, but this is also part of the process too. And yeah, like you find such good nuggets when, especially when you're clowning around. So like you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you will say the coolest little ring or a little cool thing, and you're just like playing around in the microphone. Why not use that? It's super fun, That's just like we're in the game of making good music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So let's see here. Mm-hmm.
Take me back.
All right, so take me back.
Right. Take me back. Take me back. I don't just take me back. I don't just say I rap. I build the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use. Was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. You can have better than that. Shitting themselves has it after the fact. Better to own when we create than try to buy it back.
All right, so perfect. So
that's the part where I said, remember how I was like, oh, I didn't have the last line. You know what I mean? That's why, even though that last line was written, it's still, there was nothing after that. So, but I'm definitely going to say all those things. I'm definitely going to say, and then just a little bit more.
So, okay, and this is another thing I'm thinking too. So for your rap vocals, we want to have a different set of vocal chain than for, your lead vocals. Just because, different feel, different textures, it always adds a lot of fun to things. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab this one clip that we know we definitely like. It's like, let's listen to it again. I think 2 thumbs up on my side.
Okay.
Just the part in red here.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use. Was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Boom.
Yep. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Awesome. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to just put on, we're going to unique. And then we're going to just track it right there. So we're going to call these rap vocals. And now we're going to kind of start a little bit from scratch and hear how it sounds in the mix, because, here's another cool tip. It's good to mix the vocals with and without the music, but generally always with the music, because, you want to hear how the vocals are going to sound with the music. I generally turn the music off just to make sure I'm not doing any decisions that are like, ooh, like, that's sounding like, I tweaked that a little too high. So let's see here. All right, so let's start from the beginning. I'm going to go, since it's like very consistent vocals, I'm just going to go straight into the OTT. Pull that down a lot. About here.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
Oh, wait, we got to change this. right, whatever. We fixed it. Rap vocals 15. Okay. All right.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. Cause all the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Perfect. And then we'll just mute this guy for now. And then we're gonna go and put an EQ on this. So now is where I can really sculpt it because now I brought out all those transients. Everything's gonna be a bit more consistent, and the EQ is gonna be help me be a bit more targeted.
Take me back. I don't just say I.
So first thing we do is do high pass filter.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. Cause all the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on.
Then I look for dips in the vocals. So I do visually, but I also have to be aware of where it is in the EQ because that's going to help me know where the presence is, where some more of the bass is versus the sibilance. And you get familiar with that over time. But a really cool little neat tip is like look at the waveform. You'll see where there's less volume, and in those points, just go ahead and turn them up. If you turn them up and you like it, or it's like it really does add to the sound, then just be careful. Don't go crazy with it. But if you don't like it, yeah, it's generally because that's like the weaker parts of the speech that are coming out. So if I see right here,
take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track.
I'm going to be trying to boost where I see more energy and then like lowering out kind of where I see less the energy. But I always use my ears. That's like a number one thing. So you never want to just do this and not think about it.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
So like right there, sometimes also you want to see things that are peaking out too much. Like for instance, if you have here, I see a bit of bass.
Take me back. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track.
There's quite a bit of energy here, so I'm toning that down.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. Cause all the platform that I used was using me. They want you.
And that right there already just makes the mix sound a lot more clear because you're getting like the. You're balancing out parts that are too loud, and then you're also getting rid of energy that might be clashing with the parts that are really the most impactful thing that you're hearing when you hear it through the mix. And then I always have a very negative approach with the EQ. I do boost a lot with the EQ and do different things, but especially with vocals, I have a very negative approach where I take away frequencies rather than add some. And then I do add some, but I'm very I'm gentle with it, and I also try to do it in subtle ways that aren't just like I said, adding pure salt to the dish. It's more of like introducing more loudness to certain frequencies through something like a harmonic enhancer, which is different than an EQ because the EQ just boosts what's already there, while enhancer, right?
Yeah.
It's creating new harmonics. So.
Yes, which is so incredible. Mm-hmm. Talk about the way that technology reveals.
Right.
It's incredible.
Yep. So I usually save like the boosting with that because I like that. It has like a bit of a saturated sound to it too. It's really nice. So let's go back here. Let's take off what we did. How about that?
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
And now let's add it back in.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. Cause all the
that already sounds a lot more like, placed more appropriately in the context of the music. So now at this point, I mean, really, this is the bulk of a lot of the vocal sound is just getting the compression and EQ down. At this point, I might put on a one of these called an Emo D5, and I have it set to mono right now because this track is
take me back. I don't just say I rap,
right? Because it's only coming out of one microphone, and right here, like I said, not gonna worry about this. This is a cool one because it has like a gate, it has a de-esser, compressor, limiter. So I you can go ham with this one big time. But we're gonna just use it for the de-esser. I like the de-esser that it has.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
So I'm gonna pull down this just for those words with a lot of sibilants.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I take me back.
You can even hear what you're kind of like erasing with this button right here, so you can know if you're doing it too much.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used. It was using me. They put your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Let's go maybe right here because it's color coded too, so you can see where there's the blue is higher frequencies and the red is lower, and then yellow's in between. So if I go here, I know exactly where that.
Say I rap. Say I rap.
That sounds nice. We'll leave it there for now. We can always mess with it. And then the next thing I like to do is this is a really cool one. This is called the Shep's Omni channel. It's like same thing with the other one, except this one's emulating other like hardware, like so compression gate, a preamp, and it even has one of these meters, which is pretty cool. But the difference between these two is this one's very transparent. This is all just programming. I mean, all of it's all programming, but this one's just like clear, transparent sound. It's literally just doing what the science is telling it to do, versus this is emulating these systems and like trying to digitize them so you can get their unique sonic sound. And this is a super dope one because the emulation or whatever the hell it is, it just makes things sound amazing. So I like to put this one on, especially for rap vocals, especially what it's like one of its biggest things it's used for a lot, because it's made from Sheps. So he's super legend. Um, yeah, and this is like, yeah, it has like a little bit of all of one. So I put this preamp on to taste a little bit of salt, you know what I'm saying?
Say I rap. I built the app that built the
Let's go.
I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Nice. And then let's put in let's put in compressor here.
I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. I don't.
Oh yeah, and let's level up these vocals too. So we're gonna go and just use a little bit of surgery. These guys, these are around the same consistency. I'm just kind of grouping the waves up and where they're. Yeah. There, we're just gonna do a little bit everywhere. Like I said, vocal writer, you can do this all automated. I just honestly, it's like sometimes you just learn a method, you just prefer it more. I like the results I get.
Yeah, tell me, I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you, so when do you decide, I want to dial this in as opposed to using like a preset or something? Or are you just in general not a preset guy?
No, it depends. Like for instance, like what I was doing with that transient controller,
Mm-hmm.
The P controller. That's like I love to automate when it works and makes sense, and also when I feel like I got a good hang of it. Um, you know, because it's definitely with every program, it's a skill. So there's people who like can really dial it in, and they really got a good sense of it. I I just like to see it. I like to see I'm definitely, and then I can hear it, have full control. What I'm doing is the longer, harder way to do it. The ease. That's why they make the program the vocal writer, so you could do what I'm doing like that.
I mean, I think that they made Vocal Writer because people were not being able to achieve the results they wanted, and we're spending
Right.
a lot of time doing it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
know. I was one of those people.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it does a lot of things. It's a great one. I just yeah, I just for this process,
Hmm.
I like doing it just by hand.
Yeah.
Um, so I can just get that. I know exactly.
I feel like a lot of the plugins and tools, even though, I mean, like, let's not pussyfoot around the issue. There's still a huge learning curve. Don't think for a minute that you can watch, that you can, buy something like Vocal Writer or CLA and not read the instructions and start using it. Forget about it.
Right.
But but I feel like those plugins exist to help us like scale maybe,
Right.
but you still have to have the skills. Like, it is absolutely not an equalizer. It is absolutely not an equalizer at all. I
Right.
thought at first those things were going to be equalizers, but you still have to know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And that's just it comes with a lot of plugins. It's like it's meant to help workflow and a process go through a lot quicker, but you got to learn that whole new other work process.
I
And
mean, you still have to know what you're doing too,
yeah,
though.
exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you still have to know what frequencies to take out.
Oh shoot, my I. Okay, so like back in the Kaza days, I ripped from Waves like their god tier package. It was like $1,500, but I was just a kid and I just wanted to get my hands on something. So I could not afford it at the time. But I thought, my gosh, I got this crack. It's the best. It's like a $2,000 thing. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to be the best audio engineer or advanced productions. It sounds going to sound amazing. And I put on a couple of those plugins and it sounded like farts in a trash. Worse, you could like noticeably notice when I just started. Oh, let me just crank up the limiter. This is gonna make everything better. Look, my music looks like a flat wall, like everyone else.
Farts in a trash can. I'm still.
It was noticeably worse. Yeah. So, hey,
Oh my God.
what's going on?
My soul is cramping. I don't think I've ever.
Right. Alrighty, so that looks good. We go with this. Let's pull this up. I like to zoom out a bit and get a good sense of the grand scheme of things. Pull that up. Like I said, I also listen. This one's a little bit of a risky cut right here, but if worse comes to worse, I usually try to leave it alone. I can always just do that. Oh, wait, we don't want to do that. That's restretching. We want to do this. There you go. So that should do it actually.
That I used,
It's here.
that I used. All the platform that I used was
That's here by itself.
I saw the platform that I used was you.
Nope, no click at all. Perfect. Make sure that these guys are on the. All right.
I saw the
Now let's hear.
take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
That's why we gotta use our ears because this part, even though it's like similar in wave size, it's like more powerful. So let's turn it back.
That I used was using me. They want your music.
Right.
That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke. That I used was using me. They want you. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP. That I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP.
So now we have very consistent volume.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP.
You can have better than that.
And then
me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want take me back. Was using me. They want your music on the map.
Maybe we can do this. And I already know that's probably going to put so I'm just going to down right there. And then we can
Was using me. They want your music on the map with was
but if we want this one to be step on and another thing that's going to click as well. Just do that.
not a used. App that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke. App that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP. App that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the choke hold on your IP.
Alright, that sounded good. So
Thank you for saying it sounds good.
let's go. And right here is a good point where we can just consolidate this and make that all because all these cuts, you know what I'm saying? We'll just go right here and we'll go like that. That's about there. There we go. And then let's just consolidate.
Merge in Studio One. Oh, I'm sorry. In Fender Studio,
There you
we
go.
call it merge.
Merge. There you go.
Merge.
Excellent.
Bounce. Merge.
Mount that merge.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now we got this together. See, look how much consistent that looks. Very nice. Oh wait, let's undo that. Because I merged. What I did is I exported it with the effects on. I don't want to do that, but it just goes to show what we got going on. It's really toning it down. All the peaks. They look very consistent.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn off these effects, and then I'm gonna run this section right here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now we just got the raw vocals that have the level. Okay, that's perfect. That's what I was expecting. I was like, huh, that's looking really smooth. All right, so I'm gonna put this back on.
I just want you to know what a treat this is. I know I told you before, I'm going to keep saying it because I want everyone to understand what a treat this is. It's really a treat to get to watch another wizard work.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a really big deal too because it's like, you know, basically this is a special honor that basically only Denise has been getting to enjoy. You know, just the opportunity to, you know, to sit like a fly on the wall because, you know, back in the day, AttaBotty would have been doing all this at a recording studio where my label would have been paying, you know, I don't know, 12, 18, 60, $200,000 for the week for us to be, you know, at, you
Right.
know, some studio that some guy owns
Yeah,
that lives overseas. And so usually there would be a studio full of people because let me tell you something, you don't pay no thousands of dollars a day and don't have a studio full of motherfuckers to enjoy it with you. You got to do that. You
Right.
paid for it. You paid for it. You're paying for it. So
much fun too.
yeah, but to my point, back in the day, you would have had unintentional mentors because there would have been a bunch of people watching your every move, trying to pretend like they're not paying attention.
Yeah.
And it's very, you know what I mean? Because we would be at the studio, and it's just interesting how the culture, how technology has changed the culture, even of how we learn.
Right.
You know, and like I was joking around yesterday, but you know, unfortunately, I won't say unfortunately, but it's just, it is what it is. In our time of cancel culture, it's unfortunate for me
Right.
that so many of my mentors didn't make it. Okay. And so I say that to say, like, you know, it's unfortunate, but sometimes the people who have taught us, they can't step with us into the future necessarily. you
Right.
know?
Right.
Yeah. And so, like, whereas, I'd love to, shout the names of the people who I learned from and the studio sessions where I sat and watched and this and that, it's not going to help me to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And in a way, I guess it's kind of good because I think the days are gone when uh, they used to tell us, hit your wagon to a star.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, they used to say hit your wagon to a star, but these days you
Yeah.
hit your wagon to a star, but then like next week the star is falling and your shit is you know. Uh, and so so I say all that to say that for us to do this live stream and for us to get to literally look over Attabody's shoulder is a really big deal because back in the day, the only way that we would have been able to learn from him on this level where we're literally just getting to watch how he thinks
Mm.
it would be if one of us had the money to get a nice big studio session and you know what I'm saying, and then you'd have to know me and you'd have to be invited and you know what I mean, like all this. So like this is a real treat, and so it's awesome.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're having a good time. Let's freaking go. And
I'm savoring, I'm sucking on every momentito.
let's go. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Let's go. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so that was really nice. I appreciated that. Let's go. I'm gonna we just got this consolidated. So at this point, yeah, I put it back to 15, which is the rap vocals. And now we're gonna hear how it sounds.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track.
Put it all back together.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Great. So now what we could do is I'm going to put the game back here. Well, actually, what I should do is a much better idea. Is I'm going to go ahead and start building a patcher because when I do vocals, it gets really hectic. And patcher, I can put it all together in one spot.
That's hot.
Yeah, yeah. So now I have it's like a node-based system here now. And so what I'm thinking of doing at this point is just adding a game and working backwards. So this is my last output. And now what we can do is actually pull up, actually leave them right there. Go back to the OT.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music.
Now I'm just gonna dial in these 15 seconds.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use was using me. They want your music.
Alright, now let's put another EQ after it went through the chefs. I know the chefs already has its own EQ, but I like this EQ because I like to visually see what's going on.
This node-based music editing is hot shit. The only node. See, I got to be honest with you. My Studio One now, whoop, 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 Fender Studio, is amazing. Is really amazing. But the place where I do node-based editing has been in DaVinci Resolve.
Right, right.
Yeah, so I'm not used to seeing node-based editing for music, but it makes so much sense.
Right.
Yeah. I guess our version of that would be like side chains.
Right.
It's not exactly a parallel either. So.
Right. Yeah. No, I like it too because the line, because even though it's node based, it reminds me of just physically putting a setup together with,
racks.
Yeah, exactly.
We're too young.
Yeah, no.
You know about racks. The only racks we know about are digital racks. Stop playing.
I've set them up, torn them down. And, yeah.
Have you physical racks?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep. Okay.
My mom as a vocalist, she
that's right.
had this super nice one. It was like this freaking thick. It was the biggest thing. Had an amplifier on it, expander, compressor, EQ, reverb, and heavy as a muff. And, but she just sounded just amazing,
Mm.
just like it just, and it was dialed in. She just left the settings alone and she just plugged right in, wow, ready to go.
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna take a page from your mom's book. I need to do
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's super.
I love this idea, but mobile maybe.
Yeah, right. Well, even like on a laptop where you have the effect chain right there, boom, you know?
I want to get a little thing like, Clay Jean when he goes busking.
Yeah, right, right.
He has his own little, it's got like all the things he needs. It's like the microphone, it's the
Uh-huh.
amplifier, it's all the things,
Right.
and it sounds so good. And
Well,
I was looking, they have those for microphones too. So
mhm.
I was like, oh,
Right. Yep. And the setups nowadays are so much more like, because before, like I said, it's like super heavy and everything. Now you can get like a whole little rack, a little thing. They make, sometimes they have certain ones where it's like an all in one, especially for vocals. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things now for
yeah.
a whole. It's just like dialing it in and getting that template there. And then, but once you do, it's awesome. Yeah, it's a fun thing. Um,
We know about racks. We got
yeah.
in just at the tail end. Like honestly, like when I started my career in music, I feel like they were like on their way out. I
Yeah.
mean, I know the music people are listening to me going, you don't know what you're talking about, young one. Go sit down, girl.
Yeah,
But what I mean is that like there was a time when everything was analog
right, right.
and so like, in my time, it was like digital was a thing.
Mhm.
From my first day, digital was already a thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But there were still like racks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like for me, it's like there was everything was like full swing with digital, but it was like digital had nowhere of a place, in the hierarchy. Where it's like, yeah, like the physical stuff was, like the analog hardware is still the best stuff. And now, like, there's still that sentiment, but emulation is gotten so good, and for me especially, like having limited room, I don't got all the room for a bunch of racks. So I invested all my money into a computer that could handle like a bunch of things. And so just the way, based on your limitations, what you want. Now, do I want a rack? It's like, yeah, but I gotta have a good spot and I gotta have a good reason and all that kind of stuff. But I'm doing everything in the box and having a great time. There are some things, some effects that I do where I do analog, take it out of the box and do some recordings. Like I got a tape cassette player and excuse me, uh, yeah, a tape recorder and yeah. So I got like an 8-track too. Um, and yeah, we'll sometimes use that to get like a more true analog, like we were doing the emulation with the record player.
Hmm.
Like I put it in there and I'll get the real deal thing, but it's a pain in the butt to set up, so it's like it's got to be worth it.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. It's like there's always seems to be. I don't want it to be true, okay? But there does seem to be like a give and take, right? So, like for
Right.
example, I, like you, invested thousands of dollars into plugins, but then guess what happened?
Mm.
They went from a model where you buy things to a subscription model. So the thousands and thousands of dollars that I spent on plugins, well,
Wow,
what happened to them? Where did they go?
it's crazy.
What happened to them? I don't know. Where are they? Nothing. They poof, they vamoose, they disappear. Yeah, and so that's why I empathize with people who are die-hard hardware people because are they're like, I have this, I own it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a drum. You can beat on it, and that's the sound. As long as you know what I mean. And so I totally get it because it's tough.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like, sounds where they just don't continue it anymore.
right,
Or, you got a new computer or, like whatever. It's
right. Or there's some of the people, the studios that invested to have like a super nice compressor, and they're like one out of so many people in the world that has it. and then there's like discontinued support and everything on it within 5 years. And then they literally have to like hire technicians that are trained on specially to how to fix that type of compressor, and then they're like stuck with this dude no matter what, because there's only so many people in the world that even know how to operate it. But the sound is so good, you know. It's like the Rolls Royce of compressors.
Yeah. And it's like it's interesting, but like that I ask, I'll put this to you. I put this to everyone, put this to you too, dear audience. So what do what is the value of that, right? Like, because some people go, yeah, all that is just academic, because when we're listening, you know what I'm saying? It's booty camp. Does it sound good? Does it sound good? Is it loud enough? That's it.
Right. You said it. You said it, because I mean, this is like a big hot topic that's gone in so many directions. As a sound designer, I totally love the science, but as a person who knows that they can be a bit obsessive, it's time to put down the snare drum. It's it's like, yeah, no, because there's like I think Prince was like, because Prince, he'd be like a one take type of person, and usually he likes that first take, because it had the emotion and the expression type of thing in it. And there's like some of his other engineers that would work with other people, they'd be like, my God, this dude took like freaking 30 billion takes to get the snare drum, and he's just like, people, and a lot of engineers, they, and it's cool because they're obsessing over a lot of clever shit that they're trying to figure out and really doing a lot of scientific experiments. But for the grand majority of people, they do not know. They don't know what kind of compressor you're using. If it sounds analog enough, you've sold 99.9% of all people. You're just trying to sell to the people who are like literally have the best ears and can tell, oh yeah, you're on a SLS 745.
I hear the Neve.
Right, yeah. So, and it's just like, and there are people who are like that, but I think the grand majority of us, they just want to hear good music. Like, Umbrella was, famously made with a loop that was in, I think, in Logic Pro as one of the stock loops that they had that. Yeah, that was like I forget from which doll, but it was a stock one, and it's badass, but they remixed it. They did all kinds of, it's like freaking, it's Umbrella, You gotta say it like that too, Umbrella.
Umbrella. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
I'm all about that. So that's why I don't mind. I do everything in the box. So to me, it's just like I just want to make music,
Yeah.
Any means possible.
Yeah.
So, I have here in the patcher, I was hearing a little bit of brightness that I want to cool down. So let's hear that.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
And then now we got some extra stuff, especially with that saturation. Could be introducing back some of those lower frequencies.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just.
All right, and then now I'm gonna add. Let's see here. I want to have on. I'm gonna do some wild stuff.
Oh, I'm so here for the wild stuff, boy.
This is experimenting to see how I can dial in on its sound.
I was made for wild stuff.
Perfect. So I'm going to do another Sheps, just so I can get you to start really getting in that, dialing in that sound for like a saturated sound, because I like the saturation on the Sheps. So let's pull this a bit on that mic pre. So I'm going to just test out the odd, even, and heavy on the heaviest saturation, or on saturation at 100%. So
take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
There we go. So let's now dial it down a bit. I finally got it kind of where I wanted, but it's a bit loud, so just dial it in.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I
um, and now let's see here. I'm gonna add. Um, let's see here. Because we got extra vocals to work with, and since we have that, I can get my stereo separation for that
Mm-hmm.
with those vocals, and then leave this one in the center. That way, it's just has the most presence. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I go on further with much more of anything else. The obvious next steps for this is to be putting on some of that wet sound with reverb and delay, but with good taste because it's rap and you don't want to be mudding up stuff like you know what I'm saying. So, but it's tasteful. But let's now look for another set of vocals that now is a kind of bit more fun in my opinion because it's going to we can do a lot more experimentation to pull it out a lot more separation stereo width, and then from that we can be a lot more fun with it and do a lot more modulations like chorus phasers different fun things like that.
Oh, I'm excited. Well, I made sure to do a lot of different kind of nonsense. So.
Nice. It looks like right here that we got the same part. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it because
Yeah, you might get some wing woman out of that.
yeah, this one. Alrighty. Okay, so let's actually put you on a separate thing here. This one. Do that, and then put another one here that will be underneath. And a lot of times too, I don't even worry as much about leveling these ones, unless I feel like it needs it. But since there's going to be so much processing on it, I can kind of like smush it and do it all kinds of stuff automatically.
Push it in its space.
Yeah, put it in its place. So let's go track this one as well. We'll call this rap vocal 2. And then let's see how this sounds by itself. And it looks like they're matching up perfectly.
Take me,
Yeah.
take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Sick. Perfect. So when I put and place them together, they're going to just be the hair of slightliness off, which is exactly what we want.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me.
Excellent. So now, at this point, we can have a little bit more of that fun I was talking about. First thing I want to do, same thing before, put some OTT to bring everything out. We can again be a bit more aggressive with our processing because you'll see in the end what I do is I actually blend it in with the top vocals. So it's not really taking over. It's just feeling like support to your ears. And that's super fun. So
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track.
I'll pull that down a bit.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that.
And now the next thing you can do is the EQ.
Take me back.
Obviously take off a lot of those lows, especially because we're going to be doing a lot of stereo width. You don't want a lot of low frequencies with a lot of stereo width.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built
We
the app.
can really kind of take this low pass or high pass filter and bring it to be very aggressive with this as well.
Take me back. I don't.
Because we're using a lot of this for ear candies, and ear candies they don't need a lot of times, especially like hearing your voice, won't need too much of the bass. But we'll see when we get there. But I just want to mention that we can be a bit more aggressive a lot of times with this.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
And another cool detail. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Yes.
I always
Little
try to
candies. Give us all the candy.
So if you look back to your EQ that we kind of shaped at the beginning, what we can do is because it's your same voice, it's very similar and frequency range to all your words. So if we do grab this same like layout, but we reverse it, will actually give you an ability for the brain to tell the difference between the two vocals a lot better. Yeah, it's a super cool science trick. So
Everybody's
you
on
see
his
here,
favorite shit right now, and like everyone, behold, behold, thunderclap, boom.
so I'm at the 500 range where I pulled you down, and also at the close to 5K range when I pulled you down on the 5. So what I would do is I would boost that part on these areas. So get here and boost that, and I'll use the 5 for that. And now we want to take that down and dip it, and then create a little dip there too. See how that sounds.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
It already sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a glued sound, but they're just like you can tell them apart, you know? And
I
now,
love the way that you said it's glued. That's absolutely true. This is the part where musicians have to be careful. This is the part where you start to go, oh fuck, it sounds like an album, and your head starts to become all big.
hell yeah. So like and also it's good to get familiar with the shapes of the EQ. Like this one is like the booby shape, you know, because you got these two bells right here. A lot of times you duck that down, so we got like a triple boob right here. This one's like a camel's back or a normal boob. But yeah, you just get the shapes down. That's the important thing. I'm just joking. there's different kinds of bell curves, and also learning about the different kinds of bands. You know, so this one's a peaking band, and you know, just like learning and getting familiar with what the advantages. And so one of the things that was like a really cool trick um, is like usually when you boost something, you kind of want to make sure that the frequencies next to it are kind of like actually cut a bit. There's something to it. It cleans up the sound. So you know, that's why a lot of these can be effective. And on top of that, you're highlighting certain frequencies with the most energy. And then here is where we flipped it. This is because this is more based off of the natural voice and what we want to hear and present. But this, we're using science to go like there was less energy here. There was actually more energy in these areas, but we're flipping it, and it makes the appearance of a different sound. So all kinds of cool, clever tricks. And this is stuff that you know I figure out, but also this one in particular, definitely not my trick. Yeah, I got this from people in the audio engineering world, and it's super fun.
AttaBotty, let's ask you a question. Do you hear like a low rolling thunder sound in the audio? Like,
Hold on one
like
second. I think my niecey's cooking something. Maybe I can see if we can.
oh no, wait a minute. Like I don't think it's like food sound. Like it sounds like I don't know. I'm just asking if you hear it. It almost reminds me of wind noise.
I also live by a train.
Oh,
And
it's a train. Okay. Because
I kind of just like tone it out because it's just all the time.
okay. Because like I heard it earlier too, and then it disappeared before I could say anything.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, I guess it's nothing.
Yeah, it must be picking it up. Yeah, no, I live right
Oh wow. Okay. I like it almost sounded like it happened to me once before where I was wearing a wireless microphone
now.
and like my hair kept touching.
Yeah.
And so it almost sounded like that. Yeah, it was doing this low for
You know, man.
exactly. Yeah. But okay, so the train. All right, cool. I just wanted to, you know, they say you hear something, say something.
All right, so now that's a cool trick. And then here at this point, let's go back to rack vocals too. Now we can also do other things like make this a chorus. We'll add a chorus onto this. We can add a phaser. We can add a stereo separator or spreader. I kind of really like this is where I just lean on CLA, man. Like it's really good. So you get the CLA vocals, and I'll play around with the other parts, but man, I just turn these off, boom, 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 go straight to the stereo and just test it out.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built.
All right, so the stereo sounds good. How about wide?
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used.
And what's the spreader?
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map. Take me.
So then now, I kind of like it where it is right there. I like the spreader. Might try the stereo one more time.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw.
And then here's where we can have a little bit of fun with maybe some EQ tools, where we can go here, go and put it to that old telephone, and then we can pull that down so it's not fully.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
And then maybe pull this out a bit. Yeah. We get a little bit more.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
That sounded pretty fun. Now, if you could just hear this by itself.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
And then with the vocals.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the.
And then I could switch the rules so I could put the EQ before this. So this is like, shaping the vocal. Then this one is now sound designing the vocal. And then this one is like, we can, like I said, we can interchange the EQ between the stereo with.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was.
This one.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built
I
the.
kind of like it more like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that glue. Give me that Gorilla Glue. Give me that clear Gorilla Glue.
Right? That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put in at this point one of these chorals, and I like this one. This comes from Native Instruments, and just to add some depth, because I can put the mix all the way down and just get a little hair of this in, but I'm gonna dial it in. We're going 400.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used with.
Add some more width because I want you to be pretty wide.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Oof, that is so sexy.
I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platforms that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a.
Now, when I hear that too, it's like I can add a bit more saturation, and I don't think you're.
I see you, Native Instruments. I see you, Native Instruments.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Nice. And then let's see here. What else can we do? Okay. Yeah. This is a fun one. Supercharged more meant for drums.
I love hacking, by the way. You're doing some hacker shit right now, and I love doing hacker shit. Like using drum plugins on my vocals. I be doing that. I love that. Let's go.
Because it's got like, look, it's got punch.
Yeah. Give me that attack. Wow.
Say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Another one that's fun is also
Take me back. Take me back.
Oh, shh.
He said, "Hush, girl."
Just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
And then did we already put a thing for symbolics? No, let's put that in now. De-esser. The Shep's de-essers is pretty good, but like I said, I like to go to this one a lot. Just because it just does what I want to do. So.
Take me back. I don't just say I. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap.
I don't know. I like the blood overdrive. Let's just take it out for now. And then keep this sentence on here.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Yeah, I'm liking that more. Okay, so now what we could do is add a slap to it. The CLA is a good one. We already have that, but I want to add it in this point of the process. And then if we take off tempo sync.
Take me back. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
There we go. Now we just get a doubling. And then if I put the offset off, then it's going to make it even wider.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Now we just pull the input and the wet down.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Perfect. And then here, let's make a new one. Yeah, let's save it. Save it now and make a new one. And then we can do another. Okay, this is where I'm running out of room, so let's get a patcher on here. Because I could just keep linking it to another track, but yeah, I keep my tracks. Let's see here. Let's do another delay, and then let's make it sound more rhythmic.
Take me back. I don't just say.
So,
take me back. I don't just say.
Yeah. And then now we put this about there, put that there, and then we only add it one.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
All right, put a little bit there.
Music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Yeah.
Music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Yeah.
Music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
That sounded nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you.
I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled.
Boom. And then let's insert another one right here. Give that effect. So now we can just have that come in where we want it. The animation. Put you where you belong. And then I, and then P. Up like that.
Music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Woo, that's on fire. And I'll just grab a little snippet of this. That way I can move over here. Stop it. Okay, so now we got a wide part. We got that center part. And then, so there is a kick involved in here. I've been practicing this new technique, which is pretty freaking fire. And yeah, I think that it could work. Although it's a pretty aggressive technique. We'll see how it does on your voice. And if we want to do it, if we want to take it out, we can just take it off. But I don't know. My experiments so far have been fire as fuck. So yeah, wouldn't want to deny you the possibility of it working. So yeah, let's go over to the main track here.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I used was you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I turned off everything. So let's go over here to back to our beginning part so we get a sense of everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. It's so funny, like having someone look at me.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Nice. Okay, so when I put it in the mix, that's when I noticed, okay, that the stereo width vocal is a bit too loud. So let's listen to it again.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I used.
And then I also want to add in another EQ at this point. Yeah, oh yeah, I was doing the play here, that's why. Just put it through here first. Put it through here. And now a little tone down some of these bright white.
Take me back.
Yeah, see that? That's a little.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP. Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with the chokehold on your IP.
Cool. I think it's gonna work because you got that intensity in your voice. So yeah, no, this could definitely work. So in here we have this kick, which I like. It's a nice kick. You can have sharp. And what we have with it already, I believe, is a side chain, which is done through that same peak controller. So now, see that? Kind of controlling the getting the peak, but as the peak goes up, I have it actually on the negative control. So it's taking the information that's a positive and then converting it to a negative. So it turns it down rather than turning it up. So it's like everything ducks down for that split second. But yeah, you saw that already with the vocals. Let me
Yeah,
add,
but I love this. I love this because this is how like we keep the energy. So this is amazing.
yeah, right. You want everything to get out of the way because you need the energy for that kick. It's so important, especially in any type of EDM.
I'll be right back. Stay with the people. I'm going to grab a water. Right back.
So I'm going to go over to this thing. This is like the special sauce or special sauces. But you gotta practice it because, um, yeah, it's not gonna come like that. You gotta practice it. But anyways, I don't want to like deter anyone, because once you hear it, you're gonna go, "Whoa, that's incredible." So, oh no, wrong coding there. So I got just adding another controller, and I'm going to make this one kind of specialized, but I want to start at the bass at 0. Yeah, so right now we're getting the sense of the drum here. I'll turn the volume up. Nice. And then let's get it faster. Make it slower too. Okay. And now what we want to do is we're going to dial this in a second. We'll call this one vocal clipper control. I call it a vocal clipper because it sounds like it's clipping. It sounds like it has like this sound of being just distorted big time with the help of the drum. So what we do is we go over to the vocals here, and I'm going to add a ring modulator. And basically what we're going to do is turn the depth all the way up, and find a spot where Endodeca's voice is sounding like it's like
How is it?
so we're wanting that. That's the point. So let's hear it.
I don't just say I rap. Built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
That's sounding pretty. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna link, like before, that controller. I'm gonna link it to the depth of the modulator this here. Let's find it. It's the vocal clipper control that was connected to the kick. Excellent. So every time the kick kicks, it's gonna put the depth up.
I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Right, and so that we can even dial it down less. So if that's like too much of an effect, we can go, okay,
I don't just say I rap.
it's gone, and I can have 50%.
I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used.
And as you notice too,
I don't just say I rap. I built the app.
It gives a sense of a distortion, but you don't actually have to pump up the gain or distort it, because usually distortion adds a lot of gain to things, so you can get that sound, but it's not actually being like distorted through distortion, like a classic distortion. So that's, like I said, that's a cool one. So let's hear how it sounds to the kick.
I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Do you hear it? It sounds like
Yeah. Yeah.
It is super fun. And
Oh yeah.
it's kicking ass. I've been putting it on my vocal mixes for some other stuff, and it is so hard.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for pulling out the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Para mí.
So let's hear how it sounds all together.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app.
So that's aggressive. We found out just we don't even need to hear anymore. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I used was using me. They want your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
That sounded sick. I like that. Yeah. No, that sounded great. So one thing I like to also do is when I hear something sounding pretty fire, I'll put it and place it into another part of the song to see how it's like faring in the mix of like the focus. It's pretty bare at that point of the song, so I'm just gonna grab this and put it over here.
And may I ask you a question?
Of course.
So like, is this like a temp check, or like when you slide it over, like what are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
So I'm sliding it over so I can hear it, because this is where the bass is coming.
You want to see if it holds up, if it's got the hits.
Yeah, it's got that.
Are the boobies big enough to keep the halter top up?
I had to do this.
Can the halter top stay up when the bass comes in? That's what we're gonna find out right now, friends.
Boom. All right, so let's see how it goes. So.
Yes. You know, it's like so important, because that bass is nothing to fuck with. Like,
Right.
It's so big. It's so like juicy. You know, you've got to come to that bass with your claws out, or else you're not getting heard.
Hell yeah. So, again, like focusing on those details, like making sure the kick is coming through. I like always trying to find a middle ground, because the other most important side to any track, especially when you introduce it, it's different if it's an instrumental, but if you have vocals are always the number one. And nothing is more important than vocals. But what happens when you're in EDM or like hip hop, where like the kick is also like super important.
Mm.
It's finding that middle ground of how they both can marry and glue into each other and still both feel impotent, you know? Um, so, yeah. Um, yeah, that's sorry. I just kind of threw
No,
myself
I love it. It's
in
true.
impotent.
That's
You
but that's
smart
what's up.
and impotent from Precious. I don't know that was dope. Um, and all right, so but that's why I like that trick where the vocals kind of get distorted for that split second, because it adds to the umph and the of it all. So yeah, no, that worked out
Yeah,
great.
it's like you broke the backboard.
Yeah, yeah. So let's do a little bit of.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I use was using me. They put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Nice. Okay, so I now can feel like we could use a little bit of reverb, on this one. So I'm gonna go. I like the reverbs that I like to use are more convolution reverbs, just because I feel like I get a lot more out of them, and there's a lot of tricks you can do with convolution reverbs. But I like this one by Melda. It's totally free. You can see right here, it is free, but please upgrade if you can. All right, but it's free. And we're just gonna add a little bit. They have like the different type of plates. Right off the bat, there you have these five different vocal plates, and so we're just gonna. I like probably gonna go with number 3. I already know, and I'm just gonna tone it down, but we can listen to the other ones right here.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. I saw the platform that I use was using me. They put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Yeah, just a tad bit of that.
The plates. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's great.
That's like Gorilla Glue brought a cousin,
Yeah.
and the cousin was even hotter than the original.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
The Gorilla Glue brought a rich cousin. That's what
Yeah, there you
it is.
go. So, and then here's another cool thing. Since we have some good clips from the before, let's see here. Yeah. Well, this works. Okay, so I can grab this and mix it in with this part just to see how they'll interact with each other. Because I like this part right here, especially. Yeah, let's just grab you, and then we can just turn you off for now, and then go. Yeah, it goes off there.
IP. Your phone's my phones.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I packed you some ad libs. I packed you some ad
Awesome.
libs.
Let's go. All right, so I just want to hear how this is gonna fall into your voice, and already sounding it's sounding great. Let's actually I think we've got a couple more lines in here. I just like that line song. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, where are you?
Okay, so no, yeah, that sounds good too.
Make a move, make a move. It's time to party. Make a move,
Sorry.
make a move. It's time to party. It's time to make a move. It's time,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
it's time to
I love that you love it.
I think, yeah, diving right into there with that part, that is so sick. So
Was using me, they put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I built the app that built the track. That's all the platform that I use. Was using me, they put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Right. So, but it's got to come in. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this twice just so that we can feel it. Like, as far as music part.
This is wild. You know, it's so crazy that you just grab my vocal and slide it all around wherever you want. You know, I think about the music producers, you know, from before our time, and I wonder what they would think about all this. You know, I remember when we were in South by Southwest, when we were in Austin,
Mm-hmm.
right? You and me, a bunch of us, and I was working with some rapper, somebody, I don't remember who it was,
Mhm.
and they said, I didn't come in right there.
No.
I was like, all right, okay, I'll honor it, all right, you know. But it's so funny because you know, there's like a kind of poetic license that, as a producer, you can take now that
Right.
you're going to be able to slide somebody's vocals and make them come in on the offset and all this other, you know.
Oh yeah, it's fun too because sometimes I'll be, especially with rap artists, because they'll be like, they'll say it and they know that they got it right, and then they'll go at it again. They'll like have like this way of thinking about it. And I remember I worked with one that was just like, you know, I usually have to get in the thing because I know where I did good and I'll slice it up and all that stuff. And then I was like, yeah, just tell me where you did good. He's like, well, it's like right there, there, and there. I was like, all right. I went, put it all together, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's like, what fresh wizardry is this?
Well, it's like because you see waves all the time. So once you point it out to me, it's like, yeah, I got you. And all right, you want that to be? I got you. You know, and so that's always super fun. One of the coolest times, someone recorded me too while I was doing it.
Oh,
The rap artist, they were rapping too much, and I didn't have enough beat, and I didn't want to like mess up their flow. So I started building the beat as they were recording, and just
oh, what? Oh my gosh, AttaBotty, that's like the next level. That's like, I love that. What? Go! I love that.
yeah, it's fun. I
That's what's up.
love it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Okay, because I wanted to hear 2 rounds of rap, and then we're gonna have it's time to boogie. Yeah, all right.
Well, I don't know. You haven't explored the other like ad libs and stuff like that because like, so that's one thing I wanted to talk with all of you friends about as well.
Mhm.
So AttaBotty, I mentioned this earlier when we were on the pre-game, the pre-stream,
Mhm.
and it's this like, you know, I explored, you know, without being like too heavy-handed, I explored more than one narrative.
Mhm.
Okay. And so like there's the it's time to boogie narrative, right? And there's also like the get your boots on narrative.
Oh shit.
Maybe. You know, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I I still don't know if it's only time to boogie.
Shoot.
But because I also yeah, I feel like there was a couple of ad libs in there where I was like, ooh, that's totally different than this.
Oh,
But so I don't know. So I'm just saying like there's all kinds. It's granola. I gave you granola, okay?
favorite.
I didn't just give you raisins. There's like raisins, granola. There's almonds in there.
Apricots. Let's go.
Some M&Ms. I threw some carob chips in there. Some cacao nibs.
Perfect. Yeah. No, that's great. If anything, yeah, I'm just like listening to the flow of what, you know, just so I can.
Okay.
It's like a curiosity, and just to, like tickle the curiosity on
Mhm.
it. So
Okay, well, don't be surprised if an almond pops up. That's all I'm saying.
Take me back. I don't just say I rap. I build the app that built the track. Cause all the platform that I use was using me. They put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP. Don't just say I rap. I build the app that built the track. Cause all the platform that I use was using me. They put your music on the map with a chokehold on your IP.
Yeah,
I'm liking that.
you like the thumbs.
I'm liking that. All right. So, all right. I feel like this is a pretty good spot. Um, yeah, no, I think today was a lot of fun. Um, I think right now is a good spot too, where it's like, I got some homework. I want to look at the ad libs, spend a good time with each one and kind of have, yeah, kind of like, piece all those things together. What I'll probably won't do is I'll wait to do the, vocal mix,
Okay, yes.
but just kind of place my favorite ones. That way I could just hear those and, just have them already stacked the way we want them.
Okay.
Then, so that way we can kind of hit the ground running.
I gotta finish that rap.
Oh yeah, it's sounding pretty good, ain't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish that hoe.
Okay, so yeah, get on that. That's some good homework on your side, and yeah, this has turned into a banger. I love the transition from the rap to when you get into the lead. That's so cool.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for being experimental and flexible and thank you for encouraging me and
Mhm.
making me feel comfortable, you
Yeah.
know. So I appreciate you so much and I'm looking forward to all this. So um uh I know that we talked about putting a little bit of time on this other project too, but let me ask you,
Okay.
do you want to, how's your time today? Do you want to get together later this week or do you want to lay down a couple of layers? Like it's totally up to you because I'll make time whenever you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If anything, I'll check the schedule to see. Cause yeah, while I'm doing that, it's good to have you on. If you want to stream it, we can. Or if not, we
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
I mean, like, well, it's totally up to you. It's about how much, it's really like, how much time do you have? Like, also, I'm just cognizant, like, I'm on the West Coast. I know you said earlier Denise was making something. I'm assuming you meant food.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I don't want to stand between you and a meal because I know you put those hours in today. So I don't want to be greedy, but I just want to like, I would love for us
Mhm.
to stream and get like you getting the
Okay.
flute and stuff, but it doesn't have to happen right this minute, especially if your food's almost ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just like holler back at me,
Of
and
course.
I'm honoring and respecting. I feel like we did so much good work here today.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
and
give it the save
to,
button.
huh?
So let's give it the good old save button.
Yes, that's right. And I want to acknowledge the moment because I think for myself, I don't do this anymore.
Hmm.
But I think a lot of us sometimes we get to a point where we recognize this is a good stopping point. We did really good work today, and we keep fucking pushing, and we don't eat. You know what I mean? And then the next thing you know, it's 9 o'clock, and your dinner you didn't even have it when it was fresh out of the oven. You're like, why? And you're eating the pizza, and it's cold, and you're like, oh, it didn't have to be this way, and you know. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. I feel like I feel like I wanna honor the great work that we did today. I feel like we earned
Right,
to
there you
kick back. Yeah, we did the work today. There's no need to push on and do more. We
go.
fucking did it.
Oh no, it's sounding great. It's feeling
Yeah.
great. It was fun too. That was
Yeah. You're fun. That's why.
yeah. That was a lot of fun. We were doing a total like streaming like yeah music studio space. That's fun. That's cool.
Absolutely out of body, and I'm so super excited. So I will work on the wrap, and I'm sure I'll lay down some more things, and I will make sure that I send it to you
Okay.
as soon as possible,
Hey.
and I'll make sure that I know that you get it. And when you think that you have a little time,
Hmm.
holler at me, or maybe we can share back and forth some voice notes, whatever, to get um, the. You know what? Let me ask you a question before I let you go, okay? Um, so everyone,
Hmm.
I have been asking AttaBotty if he would grace Abstractia with some of his Native American flute playing. And what's really special about this piece is that I'm building layers now, visual layers, and so you will have the opportunity to like it'll be like layers of you playing over yourself.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what I'm envisioning, and for you, would it be more fun for you to simply um, deliver to me some sounds and then let me surprise you, and the next time I see you I'll have put it all together? Would that delight you most?
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so how about we do it like that, and as soon as you can,
Hmm.
as soon as you can, if you can send me like uh how about just understand this, the layers, the sound layers, they loop, okay? So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
so it's up to you, they don't have to all be the same length, just remember.
Just as long as
It's
they all loop. Okay.
they're all
Cool.
on, they all live on their own light. They all live their own
Oh,
lives. Yeah,
yeah.
but they're all gonna layer. So, so there's a lot of, I'll leave it up to you or whatever
Oh,
you
that sounds
deliver.
cool.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you know where to put them.
Bada bing. Okay. Awesome.
Well, yeah. So you want to holler at the people, say before
Oh
you say
yeah,
goodbye?
no, thanks everyone for watching. This has been super fun. Had a great time here, and happy birthday, Endodeca. I hope that you had a great time and have a great rest of your day, and that you have all the birthday vibes just pouring all in.
Oh, my friend, thank you so much. Well, you definitely put me in the birthday vibes. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling all the colors. I'm feeling all the appreciation, all the gratitude. And I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being you. And thank you for spending this time with me and making music together. There's no greater gift to me in the world than you being alive and I get to spend
Thank
time with you.
you.
Yeah, so everyone, thank you so much for joining both of us and AttaBotty. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Endodeca. It's great. Have it. This is super fun.
Yeah, yeah, I'll see you.
All right. Well, you guys have a good one. Thanks so much.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing time. What an amazing day. Well, everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for spending time with me. And let me go back here to my spotlight. This should be all good here. Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much for spending time with me today. It's been so fun, and I hope that you enjoyed watching us make music together. I will be back next week on Friday at 11:11, and we'll see you then. Take care.